Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I make the Orange Turmeric Honey Soap. So I make most of my soaps using the heat transfer method, meaning I take the heat that comes from the lye water solution and use it to melt my hard oils and butter. So this is my coconut oil, my shea butter, and my cocoa butter. And I'm pouring the lye solution over that, and then I will stir it until it's all liquid. At Lavish cocoa butter is our signature ingredient. You can find it in our soaps, in our bath bombs, in our body butters, in our lip balms, and pretty much all of our products. So the cocoa and Lavish cocoa is for cocoa butter. So now I'm just mixing and pressing and dissolving these hard oils and butters until they all become liquid, and then we will be able to add our liquid oils. Look how creamy and lavish this is looking. So we just have a couple of little pieces left to melt, and this is the base ingredients for our lavish soap. Now I'm putting this mixture on a scale so I can weigh out my liquid oils, starting with this organic extra virgin olive oil. And this is olive oil that I got at Costco, so a very good quality olive oil to add to this soap. And there's a reason behind each base ingredient I use in the soap and the quantity I use. So for olive oil, it adds slip, it adds moisturizing and cleansing properties to this soap bar. Castor oil boosts the lathering of the soap and also makes it more water soluble. And this sweet almond oil that adds a medium lather and then a mild cleansing property to the soap. So here's where my stick blender comes into play, because I think about how people used to churn butter back in the day, and while you can use a churner and effectively eventually make butter, just using a tool, a blender, or some kind of tool to speed up the process of mixing things together really helps. You know, technology is our friend. So I'm using this stick blender to get the lye water solution and the oils and butters to what's called trace, or it's like you're emulsifying it to the point where the oils and butters no longer will separate. They'll come together nicely to form a nice soap batter, and then from that point we'll be adding our fragrance and our extra lavish ingredients, our turmeric, manuka, honey, and things, so that we can get the soap, the desired soap we want. Now I'm adding our custom essential oil blend that has orange, bergamot, lemon, and clove essential oils. And now I'm scraping it to get every little bit of goodness out of there. My parents taught me not to waste food, and I also try not to waste ingredients. Now let's add some more lavishness to this combo. So I've got my turmeric and my manuka honey. Look at that, all mixed in, and it's going into the mixture. Turmeric is rich in antioxidants and has anti-inflammatory properties, and it can help with psoriasis and acne scarring. A lot of people use it to help with skin toning. And then the manuka honey is rich with anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, so it helps to slough away dead skin cells, and it also decreases the inflammation that can be caused by acne. So just so many good skin benefits from this soap bar. I love watching this beautiful color come through. Do you see that? The beautiful orange of the turmeric and the rich caramel brown of that honey. It just makes this a really beautiful bar. All right, it's time to pour this beautiful soap batter into our molds. So this recipe makes 2 loaves, is what I call them, which will end up being about 20 bars of soap. And like I said before, we ain't wasting no food, we ain't wasting no ingredients, so we're gonna scrape that container and get all as much of that soap batter into the mold as possible, and get as much of that soap batter into your soaps that you're gonna get, and give it a little shake to even it out and move it. Like when you pour cake batter into a pan, you kind of give it a couple of taps to kind of remove air bubbles as well as to smooth out the top. Now let's make it cute, because I don't just want the soap to be good for your skin. I want it to look good too. So I've cut this little strips of bubble wrap so it can look like honeycombs to simulate the honey, the real lavish honey that's in this soap. And let's add one more design feature just for aesthetics. One of the fun things about soap making is being able to put a design on the top of your soap. But also, one of the drawbacks of that can be knowing when to stop and to do just enough, because I could play all day with these soap designs, but I'll stop. I'll find my stopping point. So now after finishing the design, I'll let the soap sit for 24 hours, and then I will cut the soap into bars. This is what the loaf looks like after setting up for 24 hours, and then after cutting it, each cold processed soap cures for 4 weeks before it's ready to use. So I will put the link below with how you can get your own orange turmeric soap.